So, camera gotta focus. Podcast number 4, fellas. How we feeling?
Feeling like a new baby.
How you feeling, Justin?
Like podcast number 4.
Say it louder.
It's really number. Oh, it is.
It is number 4.
I keep thinking because I forget. Nigga, hey. Delete everything. I forget that I wasn't on the first one. My bad.
You got it. I'm proud of you, bro. You figured it out. So we're on our way to MVC, Moreno Valley College. It's by Moreno Valley.
This nigga. They got the coronavirus at that hospital.
We made it safe.
We made it safe. Like it was a road trip.
Traveled 38 minutes. Let's see y'all in a second. So we trying to find a vacant place.
What? Nigga, what? No re-entry?
No re-entry. We can enter.
Let's do it right here.
All right, 1, 2, 3. It's good enough.
Why didn't this clap?
I don't know. I don't care either.
Cause last time y'all got on me about clapping.
Fresh cut. I just noticed that.
What's good, y'all? TryPod Entertainment back in the building, kind of. We're on the staircase.
Stairwell.
In the building. That's tight. That makes sense. It makes sense.
I saw that on my own. Podcast number 4. Let's clap it up again. Let's clap it up this time for real. Yeah, there you go. So, as promised, we're back on the channel. You know, we missed a couple, a week, just a week.
Yeah, it was a week.
Just a week. We missed a week because Thomas was obviously on his mission.
Whenever Thomas isn't here, he's handling some very important business that we can't exactly disclose.
He barely discloses to us. We find out the day after he makes the news. So.
And if y'all ain't seen it, it's probably only because it's our news. So.
just our news.
That we can only see.
Ournews.com. That's what it is. Hopefully it's not echoing too much. I don't care too much either. So let's go ahead and get this started with Thomas. You know?
All right, for sure. So the first thing that I wanted to bring up was, what is y'all favorite NFL player of all time? I want to know like somebody that you guys you grew up on.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So I think for me it kind of just depends on. All time is a hard thing for me. Now if I do can I do
No, I mean somebody you just grew up on and loved ever since, just growing up.
Yeah.
Like a favorite, not who's the best to you.
I would probably say Reggie Bush. Happy birthday.
Hey, Reggie Bush. Okay. That's a good one.
Why Reggie Bush?
Man, Reggie Bush at USC, bro.
But we talking about NFL though, so.
But I'm into it. Reggie Bush at USC was just electrifying.
Yeah.
Word of the day. Exactly.
Spell that under 5 seconds.
That's Kobe State.
Nah. We on you now. We switching the pressure to you.
I just know the word. Kobe spell it. No, honestly, that wasn't a good example because I didn't in the NFL.
Because he got popped in the Saints.
Yeah.
Actually, scratch that. That's how about college? Can I do college?
Oh, NFL.
So now NFL. College. And then in the NFL, you go first. Come back to it.
You gonna do that again?
I'm gonna keep it in this category though. I'm gonna go.
Sure.
I'm gonna get it before.
I'm gonna get halfway through mine. He's gonna blurt it out.
I might do that. I'll probably do that.
All right, so I got a split tie between Marshall Faulk and Michael Vick.
Wow.
Michael Vick.
Wow.
Yeah, the reason I say Marshall Faulk because I grew up a Rams fan. I'm an Eagles fan now. Shout out to the Bird game. But
are you an Eagles fan?
Don't worry about it. I'm an Eagles fan now. So anyway,
He only a fan because he won the Super Bowl.
Let's not. I was there when Donovan McNabb was still eating Campbell soup. So
that's cool. That's a good memory.
Good. So I say Marshall Faulk, yeah, because I grew up. My dad was a Rams fan. Kind of forced. That's my first jersey I had too. So I wanted to be a running back growing up, but I became tall and my dreams were shot down in the neck. So
in the neck,
in the neck, in the knees. Should have left it in the neck, but
you should have just left that out in general. You're 6'5", it's not running back, so.
Hey, it could be done. I'm too skinny though, so
that's cool.
Once again, shot down. So
all the odds are not in your favor.
But so Michael Vick is top notch. He's Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson. He's Michael Vick. Let's just say that. Yeah. But everybody. I think everybody's a Michael Vick fan. Honestly.
Definitely.
But so those two right there are my top two NFL players that I would choose.
That's tight.
I agree with that. Michael Vick changed the game.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Changed the game for black quarterbacks in general.
It made it way more entertaining and exciting. It's different when you see a quarterback doing all this stuff that he was doing.
Not just one-dimensional.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And it was his pure athleticism. It wasn't no plays designed for him. It was just him doing what he was doing. Like, I feel like if he was in Baltimore's system, infinite amount of Super Bowls. Like letting him do, and the dog thing, but he
which. In real life, in reality, is not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal.
It really isn't. People fight humans, and we watch that. We pay for that.
In real life, bro, I agree with that. He should have just. A lot of people don't.
If it was Tom Brady,
the whole Ben Roethlisberger thing.
Nobody would care.
Ben Roethlisberger, for example, when he did that whole thing,
the R word.
Y'all know what Ben Roethlisberger did. And it's just, did he even get any time off? Did he get kicked off the league?
He actually he was able to, his status, he told the media he didn't want to talk about it. Never talked about it again after that interview. I don't remember exactly what interview. I remember him saying, I don't want to talk about that.
And he just left it alone.
Didn't ask him no question.
All right, well, you don't talk about that.
So,
what about you?
I grew up a Chargers fan for some reason. Because my pops, he liked Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And,
say it again?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa. Is it Tampa? Tampa. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's Florida and it's trash. I'm sorry.
Moral of the story.
So growing up like in the Chargers, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson was my man, bro.
That was my brother.
Powerhouse.
I mean, my brother's favorite player.
Yeah, man.
Was LaDainian Tomlinson. That was my brother.
That's my favorite.
The stiff arms?
Yeah, stiff arms. His little celebration.
Yeah. That was so clean.
So that's it. But what's y'all's favorite NBA?
Besides Kobe or LeBron.
Okay. That's
and Jordan. Let me keep that out.
I wouldn't have said him.
Me either. But
I'll go first.
Allen Iverson.
You ready this time?
Yeah. Allen Iverson has always been my favorite player.
Cool.
I just like how
the style, the demeanor, everything.
Exactly. Every number growing up, I always wore number 3. It was just
not sucking up to the NBA dress code.
Man.
He's real. That's a real one right there.
He's his own person. You know what I'm saying? Once again, changing the game again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We actually low key. I wouldn't say he's an underdog, but he's short, whatever. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. But he was one of the I feel like every player we like is somebody that went against the grain. Like like we saying Michael Vick and all this. Like besides Marshall Faulk, I don't understand that, but I feel like we tend to gravitate to people we identify with. Yeah, we identify. Not just skin color, but we often technically LA, I guess, but that's like a dog mentality that he didn't care about.
Facts.
Dressing for NBA for his job.
Facts. He knew it wasn't that serious, and he didn't step down to that big multi-million-dollar corporation that he is working for.
And it's like if you're performing regardless, that shouldn't. It's not like you're out disrespecting people. It shouldn't matter. Right. If you want to wear baggy clothes, it shouldn't matter if you have the cornrows, the tattoos. If you're doing what you need to do for an organization, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. Right. Did you ever have braids growing up?
When I was a baby, I never.
I feel like that'd be a funny visual of you with braids.
Like that.
Who was your favorite player?
Is it slavery right now?
That was my bad. I saw opportunity. I took it.
My mom's taking out my hair in my baby book. I'll show it to you.
We're gonna have to put the picture.
Please show me.
We're gonna put a picture up here right now.
Please show me. Yeah, I want to see that.
Baby picture? Justin, right?
Justin right here.
All right.
My favorite growing up was Lamar Odom.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, man. Hey,
off court aside.
No, that's what I said back in the day because he was solid. You know what I'm saying?
he was
Nasty house aside, he was cold. He could do it all too. He was a tall dude. I can relate to that. Of course, I grew into my height. I was short until 8th grade, so that had nothing to do with growing up. But I saw LO, the X factor of the Lakers. You know, the dream team, or what do they call them? The Lakers in the prime when they went. I was about to say Super Bowl.
Wow.
Super Bowl football. Like big.
I remember
Just
now.
bring him up.
I remember now.
Big.
But yeah, LO was cold, and he was a part of that great Laker run. So I'm a diehard Laker fan, of course. So LO.
True. I think I would agree with you. AI, man, he really changed the game on that one, man. Especially when you know how the interview when he was talking about practice and everybody thought it was so funny. But when we actually went, fuck, man.
When they showed you more than what just the media wanted you to see.
The real reason why he was talking about what he was talking because of his homie, right?
Yeah, his friend died.
And
he's just real, bro.
It's more to life than
man.
Yeah, he's like, y'all want to talk to me about practice?
Exactly.
And they're in the playoff run, right? Or in the playoffs?
I think they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's like, y'all got...
Don't quote me.
one of those. We're not off too far. But yeah, like you were saying, he wasn't talking about, I don't do practice. Like, he wasn't arrogant about not going to practice. He just had... That was not on his mind. That's not what he wanted to talk about. Because, you know...
There was real stuff going on in his life.
Yeah.
You got to do
at least talk about the game, like, that we just played.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot to go with being... a black man or a man in general. A lot of people don't let you show emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They only care about what's beneficial to them. You know what I'm saying? Like he's dealing with stuff outside, how he feels mentally, but no one cares because he has to win that basketball game. Has to be there for his team, show up.
Exactly. They think just because you like a strong brother and you go through some things on the court that you can't deal with things off the court.
Athletes are supposed to be, not even athletes, men in general.
More than an
athlete. Black men invincible. You know what I'm saying?
It's like LeBron.
Nothing should hurt. Nothing can hurt them. Nothing's supposed to hurt them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had the argument with my strength coach at UMass. I don't care if I get in trouble for that. I'm not. But so we were, getting worked. Football players, 7 o'clock, waking up 6 o'clock sometimes, working all day, going to school, coming back to practice, all this, lifting weights. So I had told him I was tired, and he was like, "Athletes don't get tired." My natural response is, "I'm not a machine, like I get tired. People sleep, Exactly. People get fatigued." So anyway, that was off topic, kind of, but it was kind of.
No, it's just that.
I mean, that is important though, because there is a lot of players in practice that do end up like falling out because they over the coaches they be going crazy, man. They be going crazy.
No one addresses it until it happens.
Exactly. Nobody raising awareness until somebody actually dies, and it's like
too late. Then they want to make a concussion movie.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like people been playing with broken noses in the 1940s or whatever. Like, where was the athletes care, whatever.
Exactly.
Care about athletes then.
We humans, man. We not just money makers, fam.
Exactly.
It's a crazy world.
But yeah. To change the subject,
yeah.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Sadly, my boy Deontay Wilder.
He needs some milk.
That's my boy, man.
To this day.
Man.
I'm sorry, man.
100 years.
He was mad at his coach for, or his trainer for throwing in the towel. But I think personally, it was the right thing to do.
That was a career move.
You have a automatic rematch clause, and you were just getting beat in this match.
Champion, yeah.
But as a competitor.
You don't want to lose.
You don't want to do that. I was just saying that. I was talking to Donovan about It's like, you don't want this fight shouldn't end in any other way besides a knockout.
Right.
Right. Yeah. When that's like the John. I'm gonna stay on this subject, but like the John Jones fight, like you can't beat him just because you lasted with him. You got to knock me out to be the champion. Like
honestly.
So
you got to show that you're the champion.
I feel where he's coming from, but it's like you It wasn't looking too good for you.
It wasn't looking good, man.
It was
And
looking. Throw the down.
He needed, bro, that's my favorite movie, bro.
That
scene is comedy. That boy was stressed.
But
First of all, that movie was just watching the movie now. It's just like
It's a bad movie.
it's
My dude
tiny
Drago.
little gloves.
Hey,
the punch sounds and the acting, bro.
Yeah.
sound like that.
Rocky
Just
was-
head snapping back.
Rocky was jumping to punch Dog on the face.
Man, that was like WWE low key.
That's funny, bro.
So, but remember, did you well, y'all watched his, I guess it's the speech or whatever, his public announcement that he made?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Wilder. I was kind of sad watching that. At first, I started to laugh when I started to watch it, but I was like, he really means this though. He really is a warrior.
Yeah, man.
Or could it be that he was embarrassed and he needed to say something before social media tore
Well,
him
that
apart?
goes to what he was saying after the fight. Remember how, or was it after the fight when he was saying that he didn't feel like, he said he was worried about a lot of things or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, right after. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
feel
saying
right.
like he didn't feel his legs were heavy. He
Yeah,
said
but
before
you
the fight,
can't-
he didn't want to make excuses, but he also made the excuses after he said that.
You gotta say that way before.
That's what I'm
Way
saying.
before.
You gotta say that like while it's happening,
Yeah.
announce
At
it.
the press conference, something. You can't just say it after you lose, because now it looks like
It looks like making excuses.
exactly.
The sucky part about like fighting is that your wins and losses are put on display, and it's
Yeah.
like honestly,
It's a clear cut loss.
if it was me, there's nothing you can do about losing. There's nothing you can say about losing.
Yeah.
If you just took that loss, just take it. Say you're gonna come back better than ever.
Exactly.
There's no, oh, my costume was too heavy.
Yeah,
Oh, I wasn't
yeah.
feeling right when I was coming up, because it doesn't matter because you still got beat, fam.
Hey, that
Lost,
costume
lost.
though,
Boy.
I know that mug was heavy.
That mug was 300 pounds, bro.
Bro.
Had to be.
Bro, he was walking up, bro.
They took it off. He was
It
just
looked
sweating.
Hey, it looked nice though.
It did.
Clean.
He
That
looked
started going.
hard.
He looked
bro.
clean,
Bruh.
but he also looked like one of them Power Ranger enemies. He looked like a Decepticon. He looked like
The red eye.
one more. Let me see. I couldn't think. But yeah, no, that was. I expect him to come back. Do you think he's gonna change anything though? Because he didn't change his fighting style.
He never. That's the thing.
Didn't they say he lost weight
never
or
changes.
got heavier?
He got a
He got
little
heavier.
heavier.
Yeah, he got
but
heavier.
that's not really changing your game plan.
Nah.
His footwork is the same, and his whole game plan is fixed on knocking somebody out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury's whole game is fixed on not getting hit and knocking out.
Yeah.
So if you have those two elements, it's just like Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
The more you cannot get hit, that's a part of boxing. That's
Yeah, because Wilder has the same power punch technique kind of as Tyson, but Tyson was a counter puncher. Tyson was a counter punch. He's Wilder's
footwork.
Wilder's just an aggressor. He goes for the punch first. Like you
Right.
can't expect to always land that, especially on somebody like Fury that's learned you already. So
Exactly.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the right thing to say.
we in college too, huh? That's crazy. I think you can say that. He learned you.
No,
I don't like it.
I don't.
I don't like it.
I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Oh,
Sound like a
crazy.
smart slave. Hey, Massa, he learned you.
Oh man,
That's comedy. Hey, so is it legal for a man to marry his widow's sister? His widow's sister.
Okay, so his wife died and sister's there.
That's not.
I don't get it then.
Is it legal for a man to marry his widow's sister?
so his
Just
Wife?
answer the question real
So his
quick.
wife's sister,
so his
right?
in-law.
This is working. Hold on. Wait.
That's what I meant. That's what I said, right? I was right.
Kinda. But all right. The answer is yes. But it's hard for a dead man to marry.
What did you write there? You did right there.
I did. Hold on. Since he is dead, it would be hard to do so. A widow's sister.
That makes
sense. widow's
I thought you were talking about that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It was funny when I wrote it down, but
All right, Jacoby, your turn. What you got for
So,
us
all right. So, what technology do you guys wish existed, or do you wish was further advanced already?
today?
Like they just came up with the Oculus, which is the gameplay with on your face and all that. I don't know how to explain it all the way, but that's like something I saw would never work. But that's
Let me go first.
yeah. Go ahead.
I think transportation needs to be or should have. I think transportation as technology should be more advanced. Like we should be able to get places faster. I mean, I hope.
Yeah.
With the technology that we do.
I've seen that movie.
So you talking like cars or like just
like any type of mode of transportation? Like trains should be faster, or like a plane, car, anything, any type of mode of
You ever
transportation.
seen that movie Jumper?
yeah, or you just like
teleport?
He robs the bank and stuff.
Yeah,
he goes to
just
Egypt and
teleport.
stuff. Yeah,
You
that's.
should be able to have something like that. Like it should be like a technology that you can obviously people would abuse it.
Then it's gonna be a Samuel Jackson coming after you
Yeah,
every
obviously
day.
gonna be people abusing it. Like it's crazy.
I think the motion sensor.
But something like that, I think.
No motion in here, huh?
What I was gonna say is, you start doing jumping jacks.
I'm gonna stand over. No, I'm not. I'm not
It's
gonna.
not-
It's not
it's
worth
not
it.
this.
So I saw this. So remember I told you I saw the movie Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I spoiler or not?
I don't care.
Are you still answering the question?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. We don't care. Spoiler alert.
I see the movie, so I don't care about y'all. So
Spoiler alert. Hold on. No, spoiler alert. Skip past this. We don't care.
don't skip past it because I'm saying it anyway. So either you gonna do it or not. So in Invisible Man,
They all die.
Bitch.
yeah, you watch the angel, you gonna blow up. I got it on time. So
Okay.
So then he made this suit.
I don't like how the lights turned off and then stuff started being loud.
It's probably locked in, honestly.
Just windows in
Head
here.
first out this window. Just,
Windows in here to break.
So what was he? I forgot what he studied, but he had this suit and he made the suit invisible. You know what I'm saying? So he wore the suit and turned him invisible. Something like that would be dope to me.
That would be tight.
Like you can put on the suit. And
That's
then
some like Harry Potter stuff when he had that blanket over him.
cloak.
Was he still quiet? Could he talk?
Blanket.
No, well he never talked. It was crazy. You never heard his footsteps.
I didn't like that. I don't like that about the movie.
So
Already.
I thought that was weird, like because he never talks, but he also was trying to hide. So maybe he could have talked, but you never heard his footsteps. I thought that was weird.
What would you use?
Like, what if he just coughed like, shit?
It got to be something you can turn on and off where you can't talk.
No, that'd be cool. So what would your nasty self use that for?
Why I gotta do that?
I know where you were going with that.
You don't know where I'm going.
I know it's not to save the world with an invisible suit.
I plead the fifth.
He gonna be in the room just standing like this.
I plead the fifth. Your turn.
Oh my gosh. That's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I already went. Mode of transportation.
Did I go? I thought I went.
What'd you say?
I don't remember. So I feel like so have you seen that movie Ready Player One?
No,
I ain't
but I
seen
know
it.
about it.
So okay,
I watch
for those of you who have not seen it, it's about
watch
virtually
good
it's Invisible Man is probably not a good movie. So
It was a good movie.
anyway, it's my segment. So Ready Player One is a movie about it's a game. You're inside the game basically, and you can move around and like you're on a treadmill and stuff, but you're like moving around, actually doing stuff. You can die, I guess, and have lives and lose your money. It's like like you were talking about the last episode, like life was a game. But they had their own creative players. Some of them were big, some of them were tiny, some of them were like Bowser or something.
That would be dope.
You could like actually move around and talk to people and like meet people and be friends in the virtual world, but you just in your house. So I feel like that's something that I wish could actually happen.
But that would also be a bad thing.
Why?
I think it would take away some people's reality. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know how to.
People want to
their
get away from reality sometimes.
But I'm saying I think obviously it's their fault, but they would get too caught up in the game, and then they wouldn't know how to detach.
And it's like that Black Mirror episode when they was in the cartoon and they started doing it.
You could just said what's his name?
So piggyback on. So that movie in Ready Player One, they actually can touch each other too. Like you can feel like vibration or something on your
Yeah,
body
yeah.
with the suit that they're
How
wearing.
advanced you want this money to
That little virtual baby.
I raised it up.
Jesus.
That's the most important part.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But yeah, I wish that was. But like you said, people would get too attached. People are too attached to Fortnite. People make livings off that too, though.
True.
So I feel like you can live stream your, virtual life too.
But what is it live stream that everybody can do?
It's like a reality
Because
show.
I feel like Fortnite does like the top people, right? Like
Yeah, it'll be the same thing, like the
Yeah.
top people of that reality show. I mean,
Because you have like there's rankings on there too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there's like top.
So it's not
player.
just life. It's like
No,
things to
it's
do?
like things to do, races and stuff. Like they were like
games and shit.
yeah, trying to get
like Wii
keys.
Sports.
Yeah.
I was cold at that, by the way.
You was what?
I
Oh,
was-
cold.
I was
My bad.
nice.
My bad. I thought you said I got caught with that. I was like, how?
If you die, like certain lives, or how long would you be out the game, or like would you
No,
die in real life?
you come right back to your like saved location, but if you didn't save the money that you have, whatever, you would lose your like like Sonic, like you get hit or whatever, your coins fall.
Would you be able to take the money out the game?
No.
Okay.
It's just a game. I don't remember what the game was actually called, but it's, I guess Ready Player One.
You should invent that.
We could try.
Don't steal.
We're stealing.
Steal it and then get money off of it so we can sue you and then get all the money back.
So we're still from something for you, still from us.
Jesus.
Si, senor.
We be the Steelers.
That was nice.
Roethlisberger, what are we talking about?
He's a rapist. Nobody cares about it because he's white. But what's the next question?
So what do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with? Y'all gonna be pissed off at me at this thing, by the way. Go ahead.
Sit on, sleep on, brush your teeth.
Hold on.
I can't even think
hold
to
on,
guess.
Hold on, wait.
I mean, I can't. Shit. That was bad what I just said.
Because obviously it's not what we think it is.
Obviously.
You know.
Let's try to work together on this
Maybe
one,
it
man.
is.
Let's try
All
to
right, so
work
give us
together
some
on this.
time. What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with?
That's hard, bro.
I was gonna say
Okay, brush. I'm thinking of what bed and chairs and toothbrush have in common
you use them on
to come up with one word.
They're all objects.
Object. Like that's the answer.
Bed brush, hairbrush.
I don't even know. I can't guess, bro.
All right. So the answer is chair, bed, toothbrush.
Are you serious?
I swear.
I don't like how I said that answer.
I know.
Trying to explain that much.
I made a face too when you said that.
That is okay. It's my turn.
Wait. So was it good or was it just stupid?
It's
Do
my
it.
turn.
It made us think, but it's like
It's my turn. It's my turn. No, okay. Would you rather use eye drops, a vinegar, or use sandpaper as toilet paper? Who
wow,
wants to go first?
nigga.
I'm gonna go first because ouch. Ouch on both of those. But I feel like I would choose sandpaper for my butt because you can choose how hard you want to wipe. Yeah, anybody say you gotta just,
You gonna be a dirty nigga.
probably
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a little itch
You
problem.
don't shower after.
Yeah, I'm just boo-boo shower.
boo-boo shower.
Just imagine
That mean I gotta blow my-
sandpaper just up your shit, bro.
Ooh. It don't matter how soft you do that, bro.
I'm gonna just put it there and just fold and just grab.
First of all, this is.
Hey, vinegar hurts though in your eye, bro.
Oh, that's
But
the
think
last
about how many
place.
times you actually use eye drops opposed to
Never.
the bathroom.
Never.
You use eye drops?
I use them after the pool because my eyes just get killed. From
Even when I
that.
smoke, I don't give a fuck when people see my eyes red.
Why do people?
They just think I'm like crying.
Why
Are you
do-
okay?
why do
Like,
they
nigga, I'm
do
high.
Why do good people
What?
put eye drops in after they smoke?
They don't want people to notice that they're high or something.
That was a dumb question.
Well, but I'm just like, why though? If you're like,
Because it's not,
I guess it's looked down upon. People think you're
Yeah.
dumb.
but if I'm just like,
it's a bunch of
It's a bunch of bad stereotypes that come
Yeah.
with it. So,
That's the word I meant to say.
but I'm trying to break that because college student nigga,
Oh.
2 jobs nigga,
Hey.
fuck with me nigga, and I smoke that shit habitually nigga.
yeah. So which one you pick? You never.
Sandpaper as well because he made a good point on not really using it that much, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
be dirty though. So
And he gonna add some more to it right now. I bet.
I know,
I
but
can
what
just
if-
hear it. But you gotta put the sandpaper on a drill and use it every time.
hey, remember he used to do that shit?
Just keep going that way.
Just make it harder, harder.
We would say the other thing so quick. We'd be like, but what if this is like?
I got that from you, bro.
But the sandpaper is a bomb though.
That's funny.
As soon as the touch species just explodes.
Bro, imagine blowing your nose with sandpaper. That's not the worst thing though. But ouch, still.
How about this?
Here we go.
This shit is comedy.
Next question.
That's all you.
All right, so let's
Let's tone it down.
yeah, let's tone it down a little bit. Let's change it up. I want some deep sounds right here.
Pause.
I mean, like music. I want like some touchy music.
Ambiance.
I thought that's what he meant. My bad.
No.
I think you know what I really meant though. So,
Just deep sound.
what's the time in your life where you felt truly motivated?
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll go first. I would say it was my second year of college, and it's when I realized that you need more than just a degree to get like a good job once you're out.
Yeah.
So it was basically what motivated me was the fear of just graduating and then not having anything to do.
Right.
You know, so that's in that moment in my second year. That's when I got that public announcing job.
Yeah.
And that's when I worked at Vans, and I was a full-time student.
So fear propelled you into that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
and also things that like bad stereotypes that come onto me as a black man.
Yeah.
Drives me to be better too. And the same thing
every
with
day.
weed. There's a lot of things that benefits to weed that coping mechanisms. People go through depression and they use that as a coping mechanism.
Yeah,
if you use it in the right way,
nothing wrong with
then it works.
feel
So anything that comes negative on towards me, I try to use that as my motivation to become a better person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let me see. I feel like what motivated me, or when I guess I remember I was motivated the most, is when I quit football sophomore year to just play basketball. But the camaraderie of football and the team effort that it is every game, every play, I came to the scrimmage when you guys were playing and I saw how much fun you guys are having. And I was in the stands by myself because you guys are all on the field.
Nerd.
Doesn't make me a nerd though. But so I saw myself. I looked at the numbers in basketball, and there's only like 12, 13 scholarships or whatever a year, or whatever the numbers are for basketball. I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm at Citrus Hill High School. Nobody knows what basketball program we even have.
Right.
So I looked at the numbers in football, at least 50-something scholarships a year to do that. And college wasn't even I honestly didn't think I was going to college. So I looked at myself and I was like, this is your only opportunity, if any, to go to college in general. Because I wasn't the smartest, not the brightest. I think I'm street smart, but I'm not, book smart by any means. I learn fast, but you can't learn fast in college. You only got 4 years, so. But so yeah, that's what I guess I self-motivated myself, and like you said, I scared myself into actually doing it, and that's what made me go to University of Massachusetts.
That's real.
So,
I think for me was when was my third year of college was after I've had a couple concussions, and then that's when I had when it was, I don't want to say, I say I'm putting quotes up and I say option to get medically retired or not. I remember I spoke with the doctor right before winter break going into I think it was right after my second year going into my third year, yeah. So then I spoke with the doctor and she was like, all right, so you just had another concussion. By the way, I've had 2 concussions. I've had a concussion the start of my freshman year, that I had one during the season my sophomore year. So, but that's too much, which is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I never had any high school or anything. So then I had a conversation with the doctor, and she was like, so you just had another concussion, so we want to consider medically retiring you. I pretty much told her that's not happening, right? Because I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So we kept going back and forth, and she was like, well, talk about it with your parents and come back, and then we'll go from there. So I remember going home, and I told my mom what I wanted to do, and I was just like, all right, I feel like now I'm getting written off. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
they don't want to deal with you.
Exactly. No one wants to, they don't want to rock with me no more, but I know what I bring to the table. I know what I could do, and I knew that I was good enough to play the position at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to prove to everybody else that I could do it. So when I got back, I was like, we have nothing to talk about because I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there because I ended up going back, and then she was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna never retire you because this is what we think is best. So we were going back and forth. Just like that's whack. Why you give me the option? Why you make it seem like it was my choice?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what truly motivated me to want to be better, want to do better, and just anything, just to prove everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? And like once y'all again fear of failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Proving everybody wrong. That's the thing that fuels me. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody put their limit on you.
Exactly. People counting me out. That makes me want to strive harder to prove them wrong.
That's real.
I think it's real dope that all of our stories kind of have to do with college because we black, of course. There's no hiding that. But we as black men, most of us, or most of them.
I knew you were gonna say something.
Yeah. Usually, our motivational story comes from like a homie getting shot right in front of us, and blah blah blah. Like the rap story. No knock on that at all, and that's all serious. But like, our stories and our motivation comes from college, and that's not something you don't really see a lot in our skin tone.
Right, man.
And that's dope to me.
And I feel like all the people that look like us should have the opportunity to go to college. There's a lot of friends that we probably know that didn't have the money didn't have the funds. Even if financial aid comes in, it's not enough because they probably have to work for their parents to get money to keep the lights on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That goes to another thing. I think back to what we were saying about the whole being a black man and you can't have any emotion. You know what I'm saying? You can't feel. You're not allowed to feel bad for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to college. Well, that's on you. Now you got to do something else.
Exactly.
And when you don't have that degree, you don't have that experience or whatever, now you're written off some more.
Exactly.
And you don't have that family inheritance as a platform to be like, oh, I'm gonna just be an entrepreneur. I know the game. I know the insurance companies. I know all these numbers and stuff. You don't, because we're not. We don't have that.
Everybody has ideas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But only some people can make those ideas a thing.
Exactly, and that's why we just, as black, strong, smart men, started this podcast and this channel, honestly, to prepare our careers to what it can be. And Thomas, sports analysis, whatever you want to do, you can say it out there. What's your end goal? What's your dream?
Don't ask me
for yourself.
There's many things that I want to do. Like if I were to have a career and get money quick off of that, then I would want to educate people. I would love to educate people on the topics of race, any type of ethnic culture, because it's probably the biggest thing that's keeping us from each other. Yeah. We as people need to come together, and that's a big thing that's keeping us separated. But as like a career, like something that I want to do for fun, I would want to announce again, like I did for my college. Any type of analysis on like MMA, fighting, I would love to do stuff like that because I can talk about MMA forever, man.
That's it.
This is a lie.
I can do MMA.
you do got to give. Both of y'all actually got good builds for it, honestly. You
can fight
as a motherfucker, and you're skinny, so you can cut weight good, and you can be fighting people that are way probably people my size, and be killing them because of your reach. Big, so athletic. Anybody that comes from, usually people that come from football or basketball are great at MMA. You see John Jones, his brothers are in football.
I was just about to say a lot of people that are like the fights before the main event. They're like former NFL players or former this, former that. And they just don't look like they've been former NFLs.
Exactly.
So my dream and my passion that I found out later in my life is film and acting and like anything has to do with a camera. So I feel like I have enough connections now that I didn't know how to talk to when I was younger, and college helped me with that, talking to people. That I can, try it at least, because football wasn't in the way of my life, but I feel like football was hovering over me and like putting the kind of a ceiling on my head that I couldn't go past that. I couldn't do anything else. So now that football is over for me, technically, I feel like I'm gonna pursue all the things that I wanted to do my whole life.
That's real.
Like I would have majored in filmmaking or something, or videography and something like that if I was, at the time.
Yeah, it takes us a while to figure out what we want to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, I can be a good PR for a celebrity because I know how to deal with people. Communication major.
Facts. Gang. So
what's your career goal?
And if you haven't found it, what do you think it would?
I haven't found that yet. You feel me? Once again, back to the whole getting written off thing. I feel what you were saying about the whole like football thing, but I just feel like I don't know what avenue that would be, but I feel like there's still more left in the tank for me. But like I said,
for football,
yeah, I have no idea, you know. So I'm just still trying to figure that out, which is okay, fellas.
Yeah, it's very
fellas.
Fellas.
So you know,
that's comedy. But yeah, people find other passions later in life. It does like, you know, Jordan Peele didn't become the director until what year was that? When, you know.
He was like 40-something years old.
Yeah.
It takes people time sometimes.
He has gray hairs already. He's on his second or third movie, Candyman, coming up. So
I want to see that movie.
Nobody's in reality a millionaire in their 20s.
Right.
Especially early 20s. We're 23, about to be 23. But like, you know, we're still discovering ourselves, you know. I know what I like, I know what I want, but like, you know, we're still discovering paths still. And that's a blessing in itself.
The best is yet to come.
And that's one thing about I ain't trying to knock on parents.
Nah, you good.
But this is one thing about parents. We need to be more open to our kids. Mm-hmm. What do you want to do from the jump? We can't force these ideals in their minds, thinking that they want to do something, and then they turn out, oh, I really don't want to do that. And then they're like, oh shit, what do I want to do? Exactly. And they're already 18, 19 years old already. Yeah. We should see what their passion is as a young age, and then help them out from then.
Right. No knock on. Hope my dad don't watch this, but no knock on my dad. But like he's the type of person that he's a dreamer for me, and I respect it, and I loved it growing up. But I felt like my heart wasn't always in sports like it should have been, and I feel like, you know, for that reason, football didn't love me back. You know.
I like that.
And I feel like that's why I failed forward so much in sports, because it wasn't supposed to be happening for me like that. Like, there's so many things I was looking over my shoulder at, like I said, film and all this, that I get to do now. And now when I'm doing it, it's my dream and my passion. I feel like I'm doing it on my own, because it's like, you know, now he's finding his direction, but it's like I'm on my own because it's my passion, you know?
Right.
Whereas if I would have done that early in my life, you know, maybe things would have been different support-wise, but I don't know. No knock on my dad, no our parents, like you said. That's just in my mind. Yeah, we love our parents. I think Father's Day is coming up, huh? Mother's Day, one of those days.
Happy holidays.
Just holidays.
Happy holidays, all holidays.
So we go end on all right, a question. This is funny. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Who is bigger, Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby?
It's gonna be so.
Yo, it's kind of pissing me off that I have no idea what these questions are going to be.
It's gonna make me so.
And I know that's gonna be something either really dumb or really simple that we couldn't figure out. But I think you know we don't get this. So go ahead.
I think it's a you all big type ones.
I think the baby because ain't got a name.
It's something about the baby. It's
tell
who. Go ahead.
Who is bigger?
It's who.
Yes, it's who is bigger.
That's a really good observation, but that's not right. So that was.
It says who is bigger. That was good.
I need you for that though. But so the answer is the baby, since he's a little bigger. Since it's a little bigger. And that's another episode of TryPod Entertainment, episode 4 in the books. We'll see y'all when we see y'all. Just remember to try
Pod.
I'm sorry.